What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, if you look at the top right of our screen, you can see we are currently under $100,000. Now, if you pay attention to yesterday's video, we ended that off with 100K. Now, you're probably wondering what we could have possibly bought for so much money, and that would have to be an engine for the Rivian R1S. So now we have a motor on the way for the Rivian, and it's going to be pretty bad to the bone, man. This is going to be a powerful engine we are putting in the Rivian. Now, I've always wanted to do this type of build for the Rivian, and you guys will soon see. You probably already know, judging by the thumbnail, we're going to be doing a drag build on the Rivian here. Now, it's going to be the first time I think I've ever done a build like this on the channel, so it's going to be pretty cool, something new, and yeah, man, we're gonna definitely be going fast. We're gonna have to pull up to all these meets, man, these drag car meets, and whip out a Rivian here with some, just some drag wheels, and we'll kind of keep everything pretty sleek if we can and try to hide it. We're gonna build what you call a sleeper. Now, it's gonna be pretty wicked. I really don't know how much of a sleeper we're gonna make it though, because I'm gonna have big old exhaust coming out of the hood and all that, and yeah, so yeah, we may have to kind of throw that out the window. But anyway, what the plans are for today are going to be that, one, we got to wait on the engine to get here. It is being delivered by a hotshot driver, so we got to wait on that to be delivered here. It's coming all the way from Texas, so we got to wait a little while for this thing to get here, but not too bad. So that is on its way. While we wait on that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started getting the Rivian tore apart, and I'm gonna try to see how bad the lift is here on the bottom. So I'm thinking a lot of this isn't really like bent like I thought, and so we should be able to kind of go ahead and put all this back together. Now, this won't be the suspension we're using for this drag build. It's going to be a little different setup, like a tube chassis setup, and yeah, it's going to be way different, but I still want to go ahead and get everything put back together and try to fix what we can. That way we can move the vehicle around and kind of do some mocking up with our wheels, our drag wheels, and all that, and kind of just get an idea of what this thing is supposed to look like. I went ahead and bought some purple power earlier. I just kind of want to spray the lift and everything, get it all cleaned up. Look at that, it's already coming clean. And I'm going to go ahead and spray the Rivian off, get it all cleaned up, because a clean vehicle always tends to make it easier to work on, even when it's in as bad a shape as the Rivian is right here. We need all the help we can get on this thing. Yeah, and you guys don't mind the green door there. I was experimenting on something, and yeah, I kind of messed up the door panel, but it's we'll fix it. I'm going to probably do like carbon fiber doors anyway, so that's kind of why I was doing that. I was just kind of testing something. You guys will probably see later on. All right, so we got it all cleaned up. Now I'm going to get this side over here jacked up, and I'm going to get to work on getting this all kind of just squared away to where we can possibly put like a drag pack on this vehicle. Now, that is another thing that I may have ordered. I know, guys, I know I got to stop ordering all this stuff. The money's dwindling down, and it's to what, like a little over 88K. But yeah, we ended up with some wheels too as well. So yeah, it was kind of in the package. It was like a package deal. So we got a drag pack coming with the motor, and yeah, okay. So just don't get on to me too bad in the comments. But hey, we're gonna start saving money after this. Okay, after this build, it's gonna be the last build. Well, no, but then we got this build. Okay, but guys, let's just not stress about all that right now. Anyway, and back to the Rivian build we go. So I'm going to get to work on the clean Rivian now. It's no longer dirty. I'll see you guys here in a moment when we hopefully have this thing in a little better shape. All right, you guys, let's just say I may have got a little carried away. It's been quite some time now, and the Rivian no longer looks like it used to. Yeah, I kind of got a little carried away, chopped some stuff up, did some fabricating, and we now have a lowered Rivian. Yeah, so the way the vehicle was sitting earlier, oh, and I chopped some stuff up in the engine bay. I just went crazy with the Sawzall, and we got everything cut away that I don't think we'll need anymore. I mean, this isn't really an engine bay, but we're kind of making it into one. So we're having to build this all into a working engine bay, which this was never intended to be. So that's kind of what we're doing. And don't mind the lights there. I was messing with some electrical stuff because I was going to give the old Rivian one last go. And man, sparks flew. Things went to trying to catch on fire. And now the back brake lights have been on for quite some time. Yeah, and I thought this thing was dead. It doesn't even show any battery on the screen. It actually doesn't even work. So yeah, I don't know how they're doing that. But anyway, so we're going to continue working on this up here. I'm just going to, yeah, those I hope will quit working eventually. Now we got this issue here. Well, I don't guess it's an issue, but I guess, yeah, it's an issue because we don't have an engine in here. So yeah, we're kind of waiting on that, and hopefully that shows up today and we can get it test fitted into the vehicle, and kind of see what we need to do in order to make everything work. Alright, you guys, so I just got finished up putting the drag wheels on the Rivian, or mostly putting them on. Now the front, we kind of just got setting up there. They're not actually on the vehicle because they won't quite bolt up. The way the hubs and everything were set up for that lift we used to have on this, yeah, everything's just kind of sitting up there, propped up on the front of the vehicle, but now on the back, all of this is bolted up. So that is what that will look like, and this is what this will look like, you know, once we do get it done. I did manage to get the passenger side of the vehicle over here kind of fixed enough to where we could kind of mock up some wheels for this new drag build. Now, if you kind of listen carefully behind me, you can hear a diesel. That's because the guy with the motor is here. He is the one that brought the rims and tires as well as the engine for me, and he thought what we were doing was so like insane. He loved it, and he wanted to help me put the wheels on. So me and him did that and kind of got that taken care of. Now we're about to get the engine unloaded. This is it. So it's a twin turbo LS engine. So we're going to be LS swapping the Rivian. Or would it be a swap? I guess it would be a swap. Yes, it is an engine swap. I mean, it did have some type of motor in the vehicle, you know, electric motors. Now we're going with an actual gas engine, a LS twin turbo. This motor's rated for like 1500 horsepower. So that's what the guy made with it that was running it before me. He made like 3 passes on it, you know, at the track, and that was it. He, I think, totaled his car, and the motor was okay. So luckily he was able to salvage that and ended up selling it to me. So there we go. But now I'm going to go ahead and get this unloaded and get it probably set either on the trailer, or if he feels like helping me, I'll see if he'll help me split it from the transmission and we can put it on the stand here. Alright, we just got the last bolt tightened down with the impact. Go ahead and set that back down there. We did end up getting the motor put on the stand there. He wanted to help me do it. He was a very helpful guy, man. I'm so thankful he was here because this motor was, it was pretty hard to get up here. It took both of us. One had to be working the engine lift, and one had to hold the engine stand here and line up all the holes, but we managed to get it, and it looks so good sitting on the stand. So that is the engine right there that is going to be going in the Rivian. Now I may actually kind of get this off of the stand after a while and kind of see if I can set it in there. Of course, I'll have to take everything off of it to where it's basically just a bare block, and then we'll kind of set it down in there and then start mocking up all the exhaust and all that good stuff. But it's going to take a little bit of time. I got to build a firewall and everything, so I'm hoping we'll get pretty far with this, and by tomorrow in that video you guys will see a lot of progress I have made with the build. So this is going to be our 1500 horsepower drag build, a Rivian R1S, the very first of its kind. We're doing it right here. But anyway, you guys, I think we're going to wrap up today's video. If you guys did enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think of the Rivian down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.